You've been taught about the life of Jesus Christ since you were a child. You've heard the stories, the parables, and the miracles. But what if the entire timeline you were given is wrong? What if a hidden, simple truth has been missed for thousands of years? A truth that completely redefines everything you thought you knew about Christianity. The common timeline for Jesus is simple: birth, life, death, and resurrection. But this new, mind-bending timeline doesn't focus on those events. Instead, it starts with a little-known prophecy about a great cosmic sign, something that appeared in the sky and was dismissed for over 2 millennia. This sign isn't just a coincidence. It's a key that unlocks a new, perfect timeline for every major moment of Jesus' life. This wasn't just a random star in the sky. It was a once-in-a-lifetime cosmic event, a rare alignment of Jupiter, Saturn, and the Moon, forming what the ancient people called a great conjunction. This conjunction appeared in the constellation of Pisces, a sign that was known to point to the coming of a king. The prophecy wasn't about a single star, but about a series of events in the heavens that perfectly pointed to the exact time and place of the king's arrival. This single event, happening at the start of a new calendar year, unlocks a precise timeline that perfectly lines up with the events of Jesus' life. But this wasn't the only event. The timeline is bookended by a second, equally powerful cosmic sign. On the day of Jesus' crucifixion, the Bible tells us that the sky turned dark for 3 hours. While many scholars have called this an ordinary solar eclipse, there's a problem with that explanation. A solar eclipse can't last for 3 hours. So, what was it? This event, unexplainable by science, marked the end of a perfect timeline that began with a unique star and ended with an unexplainable darkness. It's as if the heavens themselves were telling a story, starting with a sign for his birth and ending with a sign for his death. But the timeline doesn't end with his death. It concludes with a final, unexplainable event that confirmed everything. On the morning of his resurrection, the Bible tells us the earth itself shook and the stone was rolled away. This wasn't a slow, quiet event. It was a cosmic exclamation point. The earth, the heavens, and every particle of the universe were responding to the moment death was conquered. This final event, a physical shake of the planet, is the ultimate confirmation of a timeline that began with a star, was marked by darkness, and ended with a cosmic earthquake. This is the timeline that proves Jesus Christ was right, and it is a timeline no one can explain. So what about the skeptics? What about the scientists? They've tried to explain it away for centuries. They say the star was just a normal alignment, but they can't explain why it pointed to him perfectly. They call the 3 hours of darkness an eclipse, but they can't explain how it lasted for 3 hours. The truth is, there is no scientific or historical explanation for this timeline. It just works. It holds up under all scrutiny, and that's the point. But this is more than just a historical or scientific curiosity. This timeline changes your faith because it proves every single detail of Jesus' life was part of an impossible divine plan. It means the birth, the death, and the resurrection weren't just random events. They were all scheduled, all purposeful, and all confirmed by the universe itself. This isn't just about faith anymore. It's about undeniable evidence. It means that the person you've been taught about wasn't just a good teacher or a prophet. He was exactly who he said he was. And that changes everything you thought you knew about Christianity. This isn't just a cool fact for your Sunday school class. This is something you can build your entire life on. When you understand this timeline, your faith stops being just a feeling and starts being a certainty. It means you can read the Bible with new confidence, knowing that the God who set the stars in motion is the same God who has a plan for your life. It means that in a chaotic and uncertain world, you can have an anchor that cannot be moved. This timeline takes your faith out of your head and puts it right into your heart, giving you an unshakable belief in a God who is real, who is in control, and who has a perfect plan for everything. This timeline isn't just a coincidence. It's a divine story written in the stars and confirmed by the earth itself. It is the final piece of evidence that makes your faith not just a belief, but a fact. So the question isn't if you believe in the timeline. The real question is, what will you do with a fact that changes everything?